inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The give to Taylor. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run with Drake. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, listen. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hold on. Let's go, G. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Murray from midfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 58 right there. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back. Go. Flat.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam.
Running, it's Drake. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 31, check 31. Showing up. Check 24, check 24.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
I'm on. Check 82, watch 82, ball's coming 82.
Single. Back. Check nickel. Hey, alert 3. What? Check your backer. Hustle.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He had 3 catches last week. That one his third on this drive alone.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Go.
Hey, Mike 52.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential.
Check 50.
And able to find Kirk complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Safety's creeping. Slant. No.
On first down, Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Set, hut. 60 out low. I got it. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Switch ball.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. With a catch made by Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. from the gun. Murray flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 26 Pittsburgh. 27. Ricky.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Under crush. Under.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Not here. Watch the safety creep.
Joker. Bravo.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready. Time to end it. Back to pass. Hey. Check three. Slam. Check three. Go. That's it.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's get this.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Go. Let's get there. Quick dash. Come on.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
You got three. Three down.
Check nine.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Taylor. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come get some. He'll want it. Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
23-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Come on.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Bridgewater again. This is Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. 1st down, Murray finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 37. Check 37.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, Mike 52.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
That's got to be awesome.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now Murray again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The end result, 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
That's what I do.
On first down, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Bridgewater. He finds Taylor, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, check. Lucky. Alert three.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Murray. Sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Murray. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Three buzz.
On first and 10, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. Bridgewater here to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on first and second down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for two. Murray, one final try. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.